Today we're going to talk about my gout attack and how
That wasn't
that
gout
wasn't a gout
this
attack.
time.
So stay tuned.
Hi, we're Rick and Marta from the Boyd Life, and it turned out that it was not gout. It was actually even more serious because, yes, it was very, very painful, constant pain, like gout, and that's why he thought it was gout. But he was running a fever, and his leg was getting infected, and it was like pulling teeth to try to get him to acknowledge that there is something terribly wrong and he needed to go. He wouldn't go to the emergency room, and we were trying then to get him in with a doctor, and we had to wait until the doctor, it was a weekend or whatever. We had to wait until the doctor was in his office.
So anyway, what happened is we found out that I had a little callus on the back of my heel.
No, when we went to the doctor, no one knew what had caused it.
We didn't know, but we found out that it was a callus I had on the back of my heel, which hurt a little bit. But what evidently happened is by walking and playing pickleball, it opened up, got infected, and I thought it was gout, but that's what happened. And then it made and we'll show some pictures, so if you're a little queasy, you don't have to look at the pictures.
Please, this is a warning.
Warning.
Some of this will just...
But anyway, it caused an infection, and then it moved up to the side of my ankle and had a big pocket of liquid in there, and it got bigger and bigger and started coming up the side of my leg. So we went to the doctor.
By the time we got to the doctor, that's what had happened in the infection, and so the doctor put him on 2 different antibiotics
for 17 days.
And
so
it got rid of the infection,
and I could hardly walk. I couldn't walk on my foot. I was on crutches or walker for 3 weeks.
And then he was going to the doctor. That doctor wanted to see him like every other day to change the dressing and look at it, maybe drain it a little more. Cut a little more skin away.
So, in other words, I waited too long.
Yes.
And to see a doctor, and it got worse. And I paid for it because I could hardly do anything for 3 weeks. And now it's getting better. I've been released from the doctor. It's forming new skin over that because all that skin had to be cut away. And we had to keep it wrapped and everything. I couldn't get it wet. So it's been a pain in the butt, plus I haven't been able to play pickleball, and I miss playing pickleball.
Yeah, we know
but
that.
I got another week yet, he said, before I can start.
He said
I can walk now, though.
At least a week, Rick, and then take it easy.
Yes.
Like, don't overdo, which is hard. Because he'll play pickleball until it hurts so much that, he has to sit out or something.
So anyway, just to let you know that I made a mistake of waiting too long, and it got pretty well infected, and it could have been even worse if I wouldn't have got to the doctor and just done it myself. But the pocket started getting so huge that when he drained it, it was amazing. And yes, there was pain.
Yeah,
definitely. When you're talking your feet, there's pain. I couldn't, like I said, couldn't walk. Luckily, we already had a walker from my parents. I got some crutches, but I had to stay off that foot, and I could not do anything for 3 weeks. I was laid up pretty well.
It was over 3 weeks, and let me tell you how I know, because I had to do everything. I mean, Rick, it was just if he could hobble on his crutches or with the walker and make it to the bathroom, go to the bathroom and back.
That was it.
I did everything. And then when the doctor quit changing his dressings, I had to change the dressings.
It was
and
Nurse Marta.
Yes, and I'm not a good nurse. I don't like. Ooh, that looks awful. But I take care of him, and the thing is, I'm still, changing.
So the moral of the story,
Bandages.
and that what I learned, it's
Take care of yourself.
Watch it. Don't just diagnose yourself. Don't think it's just it's old gout. It wasn't gout. It was pain like gout, but that's about it. Everything else was a bad infection. It got worse and worse. And trust me, you don't want to be on antibiotics for 17 days because that really screwed up your stomach. But what we found out when you
Our daughter-in-law,
thank goodness,
yes,
said that you're on antibiotics. You better be taking probiotics so your stomach works properly.
So she went out and bought some for him and brought them over so that he could start taking them immediately.
I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want anything.
He lost weight.
Because my stomach was just like unsettled.
Everybody said he'd lost weight. Plus, I mean, he was really pale.
But anyway, thank goodness for her. Got me on probiotics because she said when you're on antibiotics, it shuts down everything. And your stomach needs
bad
stuff.
No, your stomach needs good bacteria.
But it needs bacteria to work. And if you're taking antibiotics, it's killing everything.
Everything, good and bad. And then, thank goodness for my sister also, because he wouldn't listen to me. He would not listen to me. But my sister
grouped up on me.
My sister came over and helped me and convinced him, okay, I guess I should see a doctor.
Because she said, I'm coming over here, and if you're not going to the doctor, I'm taking you to the doctor. So thank goodness we have great relations.
Yes.
And thank you for everybody that was concerned. And this is just a thing to show people that don't diagnose yourself. Don't wait too long because you're actually...
Well, gout had never done that before.
No, and I should have known that.
Anyway. I mean, that was not the typical gout stuff. But in any case, take care of yourself. And if your wife says, oh, you should go to the doctor, maybe you should go to the doctor. I don't like to go either. I'll be the first to admit.
Let's don't start a new trend of listening to your wife. So let's don't get into that. All right. So that's it for today.
Thank
you for watching. Subscribe. Subscribe. Like. Follow us on YouTube.
Can they share it?
And share.
Share it with people that you know. There may be
somebody that's stubborn in your family. All right. Maybe it'll help them. Really? Thank you a lot. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.